Hey guys, it's the Sludge here, and we are on part 4 of the community designed Dead by Daylight chapter. If you're just seeing this for the first time, I'll give you a little 411 and on what that actually means. So, during the anniversary, Dead by Daylight Behavior Interactive, they announced that they're doing this really sick thing where us as the players of Dead by Daylight can make decisions in how they design the upcoming killer and survivor for a chapter. It's in this format called the Grimoire. It's basically this like choose your own adventure book where we make decisions about the survivor's backstory and the world they come from and kind of how the killer manifests themselves physically. It's honestly been super fun just to read it and see all the choices. um, so yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. I love this bit. Let's go. Okay, so this is actually pretty sick. It looks like this is the first. Yeah, this is the first time we've done this where we've actually changed our fate, is what they're calling it. And what that means is, whenever we're first presented a new vote for the survivor or killer, afterwards they give us the two most popular options that were picked, and basically it's like, okay, so we narrowed it down to these were the top two. Do we want to go with the one that was at the majority, or maybe you guys want to change your mind and go with the runner-up? And if we pick the runner-up, it's changing our fate. And the last time it was, the number one pick was a life of suffering or the origins of the survivor, or we could change our fate and go with a life of endless mystery. And it looks like in this instance, we did just that, and we're no longer coming from a life of suffering, but a life of endless mysteries, which is what I voted for, because who doesn't like a little mysterious guy, huh? Running around with a beamer, bing, bing. So yeah, let's get into it. You change your fate, life of endless mysteries. You try to escape the divine killer by remembering your studies. You cannot change your fate in this verse. So now that's telling us that this is the new. Oh wait, no, you cannot change your fate in this verse. So will that mean whatever we pick here is final? We won't get that option? In the next 2 weeks, we won't be able to change whatever this is. That's kind of cool. That's okay. We gotta pick right, guys. We gotta pick right. We gotta come correct. Verse 4. You take cover behind a broken pillar and recover a yellow scroll from your satchel. It tells of a mythical home of many rooms. Find yourself, it says, to find your freedom. Before you are 4 doors, each bearing the image of a solitary figure. One of these images, shockingly, is of you. In the course of your duties in the collapse, find yourself to find your freedom. Okay, tell me, which door do you run to? Door of the hopeless novice. You were part of a spiritual order and learned their ways with rigid discipline. Door of the knowledge keeper. You collected artifacts of the old world in hopes of restoring what was lost. Door of the divine investigator. You sought out the worst of the collapse and studied ways to reverse its effects. Door of the lone pilgrim. You walked the landing, helping those in need. The landing. You walked the land, helping those in need. Your ultimate quest, too grave to share with anyone. Damn, that's sick. Okay, so this is like the defining characteristic of the survivor. Are they like the young and spry, not really knowing the mysteries the world holds? Oh man, Divine Investigator is a really sick title to have. I feel like it reminds me of what's his name? Oh, dude, he wrote Hellbound Heart and Candyman. Uh, dude, I'm so embarrassed. I love that book and I can't even remember his name. I always forget it. Clive Barker. He has a character that he wrote in his series, who's a detective, but he's a paranormal detective, and his sidekick is this, not really sidekick, but who gives him leads is this blind woman who can talk to ghosts, and basically he takes jobs from ghosts to investigate, like, or give them some sort of closure in their death. The premise is pretty cool. So that's what Divine Investigator kind of makes me think of. Door of the Lone Pilgrim. I kind of like that. It reminds me of like the Wanderer, sort of like Fallout, because what you should know is one of the prior verses that we picked are survivors coming from an apocalyptic world, and an apocalypse and a lone pilgrim reminds me of... I think I'm probably gonna go with the Lone Pilgrim. That's kind of sick. Book of Eli. Book of Eli coming to Dead by Daylight. Alright, so the next half is going to be our decision for the killer. And so last time it was between cosmic being, like an eldritch horror being, or divine being, which I'm super excited about, and it looks like the divine being is what we're going forward with, and I'm mad hyped about that. I want a divine killer. They're gonna be my new main probably, just because it's so unique and cool. I love it. I love it. But so it looks like the title of the killer we went with was the Wielder of Exalted Truths, which goes hard as fuck. I remember there was the Harbinger of the Damned or something like that, right? It was very cool. It was sick as fuck. Honestly, I was excited about all of the options, but I'm pretty sure I went with Wielder of Exalted Truths, but I could be wrong. So check out my last video and let me know if I if I don't even remember what I voted for. But yeah, that's sick. I'm so happy, because I was worried that Cosmic Horror would probably beat out Divine, just because Cosmic Horror is so popular. But no, we're going with the Divine killer. That's sick. I'm so excited. I don't even know what it'll look like, but Biblically Accurate Angel is coming. Mark my fucking words. Alright. Killer, verse 4. With clarity of mind and control of self, your other senses return. Immediately, you sense the presence of another, a mortal, from a world crushed by the burden of your almighty truth. You turn to see this mortal run towards a number of doors on the other side of the room. Your pursuit begins. It is only a matter of time before they are in your grasp. Tell me, by what means will you pursue this mortal? I wonder, before we get into it, I wonder if these will go into, like, the killer's power, even of, like, how you pursue the mortal is kind of like, how do you chase survivors in Dead by Daylight? I could kind of see them doing something like that, right? I mean, it feels like it has to influence the power, like their lore and stuff has to connect it. But anyways, deception. The truth can be kept secret. You hide, stalk, and ambush when least expected. So like a stealth killer, I guess. Control. The truth is yours to mold. You reshape the world to block, trap, or deny. Okay, that's very clear. So this is definitely determining aspects of the power, because that's kind of like block, trap, or deny. Doctor. Who else? Block. Trapper, obviously. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. That makes sense. Yeah. Relentlessness. The truth cannot be avoided. You chase, close gaps, and gain ground quickly. So like Nurse, Blight, fast killers. Torment. The truth is an affliction. You deliver curses and maladies that grow worse over time. So, kind of like, I would guess, like Sadako, her buildup of the curse, and then she can Mori, deception. We haven't had a stealth killer in a while, right? I'm trying to think of when the last stealth killer was. Dredge isn't really stealthy. He has Nightfall, but he's not like, you don't play him stealthy. Stealth killers are just kind of at a big disadvantage, I feel like, sometimes in Dead by Daylight, but I feel like Deception doesn't really, like, stealthy doesn't really make sense for a biblically accurate angel. That's how I'll be making my decisions going forward, is we have a be not afraid looking ass angel on the map, and I'll be thinking of that. Control. The truth is yours to mold. That makes relentless torment. Oh man, so me personally, and I'll be interested to hear what you guys would vote on, but I'm between torment and control. I do like a nice control killer who kind of can manipulate the things around him. Or torment, man. Oh man. That's rough. That's rough. I don't want to choose. I want to pick them all. I'm gonna go control. We want an all-powerful divine being manipulating the map and shit. That'll be awesome. All right, let's cast our vote, and that's it. Nice. All right. Well, I'm excited to hear what you guys are voting on, what maybe we'll see next, but we'll be back in the Grimoire in 2 weeks, so see you then. Bye-bye.